everybody. Today I want to talk to you about comforters. So I have gone through a range of them throughout my adult life, and I've tried pretty much everything. And I wanted to share with you what I've chosen as best, but at the same time, I have all of these types at home because every single one of them has its use in a sense. Doesn't mean that they're all equal, but again, they do have each of them has their use. So let me start with the synthetics. So this is polyester fill, and I think you can pretty much find this at every home. It is synthetic, so nothing natural about it, right? But this also has its advantages. So the main thing for me with polyester is that it is very, very easy to care for. You basically just throw it in the washer and then in the dryer, and then it's done, you know. The only important thing is to really dry it out. But I use this, and I've used it I think for like 10 years. I use it for kids. So not for babies, I'll tell you about babies, but for kids, synthetics is good because it really doesn't let them overheat. Kids have the tendency to really run hot, right? So synthetic fill is good for that. So it keeps them cool. One thing about it that I really dislike, and it's annoying with kids, especially because they move a lot in the bed, right? Is that it tends to fall to one side, right? So it really, let me try to show you with light a little bit. Yeah, well, you cannot see it here too well, but it has these, you know, white spots, and this is not the worst. But while they're sleeping and they're moving, it moves, all of this filling moves to one side, so they actually have to get up, you know, shake it out and do it almost every single night, or you have to do it for them. So this is not something I enjoy very much. But as I said, it's really easy to care for. And if you have kids, you know that that's really important because everything gets on it. So for that period, and also you don't want to overspend, right? So this is one of the cheapest options. You can find it for, I think, 20 euros. It goes up to maybe 100, but that's like, it's top range. So I wouldn't sleep with it because it's, yes, it does keep you cool, but in general, its thermoregulation is not very good. So again, I would choose it for kids, and I used to use it for my kids. Now they have better options. They've upgraded, you know. So this, as you can see, smaller size, and you can guess who I'm using it for. So it's for my baby, and it's bamboo. I like bamboo because, especially for babies, it's hypoallergenic. So you can feel pretty confident, you know, that it will, it's safe for the baby, right? Also, you can choose organic bamboo, which is good. And it's one of the most conscious options as well because it's a renewable resource, right? So that's also a huge advantage. However, bamboo is pretty specific because I would recommend it for someone who really likes to sleep with the, you know, heavy sensory blankets. There are the special ones, right? But this is a good option for every day because it's really heavy. It's probably the heaviest option out of all of the options out there. It's very dense, and it's pretty warm. Talking about how it thermoregulates, I wouldn't say that it's the best, but again, because it's heavy, because it's dense, it tends to keep you warmer. And another great thing about this is that it's really easy to care for as well. You can put it in the washer, in the dryer, and that's that. So this is bamboo. Talking about price, it's a bit more expensive than polyester, but still quite affordable. It can run up to 150 maybe euros for a good size, good quality comforter. One that I don't have with me and I cannot show you, and I've never actually tried it because I think it's meant for warmer climates due to its amazing cooling effect, is eucalyptus. That one's even more expensive, so it can run up to maybe 150, 160 euros. And again, I haven't tried it, haven't slept with it, so I cannot really comment, but from everything that I've been reading, about it. It's mainly it has this cooling effect, and that's why people choose it. So if you live in a warmer climate, that could be a good option for you. And the one I really wanted to talk to you about is this one. White new goose down. So you've definitely heard of it. I mean, it's the most expensive option, and I dare to say the best one. There's a reason why it's so expensive, and also there's a reason why a lot of people choose it. If you think about the price, I think you should start to think about it differently. I mean, this product will last you for a lot of years. It starts from 10 years and it can last you even longer if you care for it well. But so if you take the price, let's say 400 euros, right, and divide it into 10 years, it will be 40 euros a year, and that's 3 euros a month. So really, is your sleep worth 3 euros a month? I mean, if you want to have a good night's sleep, I think 3 euros a month isn't that big of a price. There is also an alternative. If you really cannot afford this, you can choose duck feather and down mix. So this will have some of the same qualities that goose down has, but it will also have some disadvantages because, you know, feathers tend to poke through. Also, because of the feather use, it tends to fall into, you know, move around in the blanket more, fall into the one end or the other more. So it's not exactly the same, but it's a good alternative if you really cannot afford this. However, you will be spending already a quite big sum of money. So I would just add a bit more money and actually go for this one, because there's nothing like white goose down. Why is it worth it? What's up with the steep price, right? So the main thing is it is natural, right? And the thermoregulation is also extremely intuitive, right? The down feels your body in a sense, right? So if it's cold in the room, it will give you warmth. If it's warm and you're overheating, it will cool you down. It doesn't itself cool you down. But the main thing is that it's really breathable. So if you're overheating, the air is circulating well, it's moving well, and you will not overheat. You will not feel sweaty ever. I promise you that has never happened for me. There are some, you know, nuances that you have to think about. The mattress has to be good, and the covers that you put this in have to be also of quality. But if you were talking just about the comforter and you're using white goose down and you're doing everything else well, then you're guaranteed to sleep well, and you're guaranteed to have the perfect body temperature. So every time I talk about bedding or bed linen, I'm always talking about Bedroommood. It's my partner and I've loved them for years. Literally every single piece of bed linen in my house is from them. I've said numerous times that, you know, sateen is different with every single brand, and their sateen is just incomparable to anybody else's. So it's the same with these comforters. I strongly believe that what they've chosen is the best that they could find in the market. I know them personally. I know how much they care about the products that they sell. So this is a German quality Häusling comforter. You can see the beautiful Made in Germany tag. And also you can find all of the certificates that matter a lot actually on here. You can see them here. So one is, I don't know how it's pronounced, but Oecotex. So this one guarantees that there have been no harmful chemicals in the making of this comforter. The second one is no mite, which means that there are no mites. And mites won't live in your comforter. One that I find really important is the down pass, which means that all the geese have been treated very well, that they haven't been abused, that it's just it's anti-animal cruelty, and it's pretty hard to get this one, and not very many comforters with down filling have this. So This is an important moment if you really love animals, and I do. Also, one more thing is that it even says here, that it's class 1 down. So that's another just science, about how the down is, where they get it, the quality of it, how it's extracted and stuff like that. So number 1, first class, absolutely means that it's the best quality down. So Bedroommood has 2 warmths of the comforters, and one is 700. What it means is that how much the whole comforter weighs, but the main thing how it's determined is how dense the down is in one of these sections. So the lighter one, the 700 one, will suit you if you sleep with a closed window in winter. But it's great for summer as well. It's great for warmer climates. So 700 is the perfect one if you want a cooler one. If you need a stronger, warmer one, it's 1,100 grams, and that will take you far, my friend. You will absolutely feel warm even if it's -10 outside and you're sleeping with an open window. I love that one, and as I've mentioned before, you will also not overheat with it. I sleep with it during the summer as well, and it is absolutely perfect. So the one that I have here is 1,100 grams. It is still incredibly light, and you wouldn't believe how warm it is. I mean, it's just feather light, not feather light, I should say down light, right? So this is an incredible product. A really important thing for me as well, as a mom and as a really busy person, is that it's easy to care for as well. So you just throw it in the washer. You have to follow some instructions, but they're really, really easy, and you don't have to take it to the dry cleaners. So yeah, you can wash it at home. So that's it from me today. I really do recommend this product. I think it's kind of obvious why. And as I said, it's a really good investment, I think. And that's it. I hope you choose right, and have a good night.